Hey guys, and welcome. I know what you're thinking, I'm not Lady Pisces, but this week I'm going to be taking over her channel and to show you some tips for Need for Speed No Limits. Now the first thing that we're going to do is go down to the loading docks. Here you can see that you can get two different types of crates, both classic crates and premium crates. Now keep an eye on the timers for these crates, as they are the easiest way to acquire new items and new vehicles because you acquire vehicles through blueprints. You can also unlock these through using in-game currency such as the regular money and the gold. Gold is a premium currency, so use it very sparingly as it's very hard to obtain without spending real money. Also keep in mind what you can find in these crates. While the standard crates usually has standard items and blueprints, you can also find a couple rare items within it. Now as for the premium crate, you can see here that there are a lot more varied items with a lot of purples, greens, and blues, and when you look at the blueprints you'll see that it comes with 5 to 6 blueprints. Next let's move over to the garage. Here you can see this is where you keep your cars. Not only do you keep your cars, but you're able to freely upgrade them here. This brings us to our next tip. Be careful of which cars you upgrade, as most of the cars will use the same types of parts, which means that you're going to need to decide if you want to use that part on one car or another. So for example, my RX-7 requires 2 thruster slips, and also my Ford Fiesta requires 1 thruster slip. This will bring us to our next tip, which is you can farm for parts. Now to farm for parts, all you have to do is click on the item and a list of missions should pop up showing you the easiest, quickest ways to get parts. Simply click on the mission and you're able to run it 3 times in one day, every 24 hours. Speaking of racing, let me give you a couple of tips for that. At the beginning of the race, try to rev up your engine and stay in the green zone so you can have a perfect launch. Now you're going to want to slipstream your opponents. This means you want to drive directly behind them so that the wind goes behind you and actually pushes you forward quicker. Try to make sure to use your turbos only on straightaways, as using them in turns can cause devastating results. And when I say devastating, I do mean devastating, as each car has its own damage meter and you can completely total your car if you hit too many objects or hit something too quickly. Now turbo will build up on its own, but it can also be acquired from jumping off of ramps and acquiring lots of airtime, or drifting around corners, or even drafting next to another vehicle very closely. You will need to master all 3 of those techniques as well as slipstreaming to beat some of the harder races, which range from easy, medium, hard, and extreme. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. More videos are sure to come.